Hello everyone, welcome to my Session 9 teaching memo. This weekend was the first Saturday in a long time that I didn't have to get up at 0 dark 30 on a Saturday and travel to wherever in the Northeast to a football game. I had forgotten what it was like to sleep in on a Saturday. Yesterday, I had my kids and grandkids over for a pre-Thanksgiving get together. It was baby Edda's first of what I hope to be many visits. It's fascinating how children are attracted to babies. I'm sharing a picture in my video. There they are. There's Edda, there's Elena, Reagan. Reagan and Edda are sisters. This is Logan, my son's adopted son. This is Luke, my son's natural son. And who's missing? Somebody's missing. Oh, Casimir is he's up in the bedroom doing video on his phone. So it's always nice to have my family get together, do it 2 or 3 times a year. So very, very nice. I finally finished giving feedback to everyone on their first draft. If you handed yours in late, if you uploaded it late, then I will try to get to that this week. So you can now feel free to post your revised test to your new group, and I will click on that right now. This is my 640-20 section. So this is your new group. You can see that there's been 8 people have posted in there. So make sure you get that done by this week, because your revised select response test is due for grading at the end of the next session, session 11, which will be December 3rd. It's almost Christmas. That's what's going on for one of the things that's going on for the next session. You need to take and repost the tests of all the people in your group, and if you want to get, I think you need to get 6 total posts for a proficient or a distinguished. I'm not sure, that's an A. If you want to get the higher grade, A+, then you have to do 10 total posts. So you would have to take the tests of 9 of your classmates. I don't think that's necessary, but some of you may want to do that. Also, remember, check back for latecomers. There are some people that haven't posted their first test yet, so be on the lookout for that. And that would be your old group. And please, I know it's a pain in the neck, but if to go back and have to do that would be much appreciated by your classmates. This will be graded with the modified discussion board rubric. So there's only 2 areas of quality: timeliness and your initial post when it's made. So because of Thanksgiving, if you post up till Friday, you'll get the A+ credit for your initial post. But the end of the week, Sunday, will be for the A. To get an A, you have to post by midnight Sunday. So keep that in mind. Remember to use your classmates' comments to prepare to write your 3-part analytic summary. I've been mentioning this the last several sessions. So you would be filling that out or taking notes on the format, on the baseline survey format, and as you go along. There's 3 sections. And that will be submitted in session 12 in assignments. I also mentioned earlier that in the true-false test on chapter 14, there is what I consider a poorly worded question. If you got 1 wrong, and some of you got 2 wrong, but if you got 1 wrong and you're absolutely sure, you went back and you checked it out and you got what Popham wrote, then send me an email. 3 people have done it already, only 3. And I have changed their grade. I've given them credit for it because they explain why they felt it was right. So if you write me and tell me which one you got wrong. And if it's the one that I'm thinking of that's poorly worded, then you will get credit for it. We only will be meeting for 3 more sessions, 2 more after this one. This is session 10, and we have session 11. Then 12 is pretty much just handing in work. There's no actual lectures or anything like that. It's just handing in work that I've been talking about, vocabulary in your own words, 3-part analytic summary, revise, select the response test, etc., etc. So that's it. For housekeeping, in session 9, I'll be grading your double entry journals. I've done 2 or 3 already on Popham's test prep and the connections you made to all the test prep and test anxiety materials. Some of you just commented on the materials or connected to the materials that were in session 8. I also had a lot of stuff in session 9 on making test prep engaging, how to relieve test anxiety. So you need to make connections to those stuff, because one of the things that happens is that people either feel compelled to do inappropriate test prep because there's pressure on them from their administration, not knowing that good teaching produces good test results, because you all know now that you're teaching to the standards represented by the test items. That's what teaching to the test should mean, and that's okay. That is now your responsibility. You know what's inappropriate and what's appropriate. You know the 2 test prep strategies that you can use, although I believe using same format test prep is okay as long as it's done in moderation and as long as it's embedded into your everyday teaching. And it's not like, okay, 2 weeks before the test, that's all we're doing is previous form test prep. That's not good. It makes schools stink. So now it's your responsibility to do it correctly and do it appropriately. This topic is so important because so many veteran or new teachers are not aware of the educational defensibility principle, or that there are easy ways to relieve test anxiety. The biggest thing, in my opinion, is your attitude towards the tests themselves. If you believe strongly that these tests are wrong, that they're biased, they don't assess accurately, or otherwise should not be used, you need to be extremely careful, not, capital N-O-T, to pass this along to your students. Unethical, to say the least. Unfortunately, this is often done unconsciously, so be aware of your attitude. Okay, that's it for now. I'll be back with the assignment video, which you'll find in the assignment folder.